Welcome to Homework Help 2.9. We're going to do it on the whiteboard because it's easier for me to show you all the work. Okay, you need to stop. Oh, the glare. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Okay, so given the function or the equation in factored form, which is what this is, we have to find so many things. We have to find the vertex. We have to find the intercepts. We have to find the x-intercepts, the y-intercepts. You see this? Oh yeah. Oh no. Come back this way. There. And we have to figure out the stretch. And the axis of symmetry, which is also the line of symmetry, but really you should call it the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. And we have to write everything in vertex form. Okay. Really, when you're given factored form, the easiest thing to pull out is are the x-intercepts. Okay. So your x-intercepts are the opposite of what you see in the parentheses. So I have x minus 2, and I have x plus 6. So they are the opposites. So one x-intercept is going to be positive 2. So you write that as 2, 0. The other x-intercept is going to be the opposite of positive 6, which is negative 6. Like that. Okay. Then let's go ahead and pull out the stretch. Okay, the stretch or shrink, but whatever. The stretch is what is in front of the parentheses. Okay. So remember, this is your A, because standard form, factored form is y equals, can you see this? Yes. A x minus q. Oh boy, I need my new green one, x minus p. P and q, where p and q are your factors. Okay, so that's A. A is the same in all three forms. Okay, it's always going to be the stretch or the shrink. So anyway, this is 4, so you just pull it out. So the stretch is 4. Okay. Then let's find the vertex. Once you know your x-intercepts, the vertex, the x-coordinate of your vertex is halfway in between. Okay, so you can either write them all out, which takes more time. You can do that -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So I wrote them all out. And then whichever one is in the middle, that is the x-coordinate of your vertex. -2. Ooh. -2. Okay, the other way to figure that out without writing them all out like this, if you can do it in your head, do it in your head. That's fine. But you take your x-coordinates, you take your x-intercepts, -6 and 2, You add them together, -6 plus 2 divided by 2. -6 plus 2 is -4 over 2. -2. So you get the same thing. All right. This way is going to be faster than writing them all out, theoretically. Or do it in your head, whatever floats your boat. All right. So once you know the x part of your vertex, you're not done. You have to figure out the y value. Okay? So we know that x is -2. What's y? How do we figure that out? By substituting -2 into your equation. Okay. So everywhere I see an x, I'm going to substitute in -2. So that's going to be y equals, rewrite the 4, and then we're substituting in -2 because we want to figure out when x is 2, what is y? When x is 2, what is y? All right, so there's an x, so I'm going to put my -2, -2, and rewrite. So -2 minus 2. Okay, so that's that. For x, we substitute in -2, and then rewrite the -2. Other parenthesis, there's another x, so you have to put in -2, and then plus 6. All right, simplify. Ooh, that was a bad y. Y equals 4, -2 minus 2. I give Sammy $2, and then he steals $2 more away from me. So he takes 4 of my dollars. How rude. -4. And then -2 plus 6. So I lose $2, and so Alden feels sorry for me, so he gives me $6. So now I have $4. Woohoo! Okay. We just multiply them all together. So 4 times -4 is -16. Yes, times 4. Sorry, so this is -16 times another 4. That is -64. Geez. So that would be your vertex. We figured out our x-intercepts already. We'll come back to this. Now that you know your vertex, what else can you find fairly quickly? Your axis of symmetry. Because your axis of symmetry is just that straight line that goes through your parabola. I'm going to erase it. Oh, geez. I made it in the trash can, just so you know. All right, new grief. So if I had a parabola, let's put it, I don't know, right here. Okay, my axis of symmetry, here's my vertex, goes straight through my vertex. Okay, so it's just x equals whatever this number is, -2. I think I said that in period 1, not in period 2. This number and this number will always be the same. Green's just not very good. Poor green. Okay, this number and this number, they will always be the same. So you write your axis of symmetry is just x equals -2. Okay, All right, let me get rid of my graph. And then now that we know the vertex and we know our stretch, we can write it in vertex form. Okay. I'm going to sit down for this. Okay. Tilt you down. There we go. Vertex form. Y equals, oh, here, this is, okay, here it is. So here's vertex form. Y equals A times X minus H squared plus K. All right, that's your vertex form. Those are the same. I'll make this red. Here we go. A. This is A. So this is A. This is A. They're all the same number. So A is 4. Switch. X. And remember, this is your vertex. Your vertex is H, comma, K. All right. So X minus, what is H? What is the X value of my vertex? -2. So you have X minus -2 squared. X minus -2, that's the same thing as X plus 2. So we're just going to change it. So that's X plus 2, and then on the outside, what is K? What is the Y value of my vertex? Right there. Y equals 4, X plus 2 squared minus 64. That's vertex form for this function. All right, the last thing you need to figure out is the y-intercept. Okay, to find the y-intercept, when x equals 0, whatever the y value is, that's your y-intercept. So, oh man, you're way too zoomed out. Come here. This would be your y-intercept. And so, I don't know, let's say that's y equals 1. Okay, so then that point would be x is 0, y is 1. So x is always 0 for your y-intercept. That's because this whole line, which is called the y-axis, is x equals 0. X is 0 along this whole line. Okay. So your y-intercept, just substitute 0 in for x and solve for y. We have a lot going on. I'm going to erase this. Okay. So, I'm going to find my y-intercept. So I'm going to substitute 0 in for x. So 0 minus 2, 0 plus 6. Zero minus 2, -2. 0 plus 6, positive 6. Negative, oh wait. Then you just multiply them all together. So 4 times -2 -8 times 6. Negative 8 times 6. Negative 48. So that would be your y-intercept. 0, comma, negative 48. Woo! Watching my shadow. Anyways, so there's a quick trick on how to find your y-intercept using factored form. Using factored form. If this trick is going to mess you up, let it go in one ear and out the other. Okay? To find your y-intercept, you just have to multiply the stretch, so whatever's in front, and then times what's inside the parentheses. So you go 4 times negative 2 times 6. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 times 6, negative 48. Okay? So that's going to work. If you're in factored form, that's always going to work. Your y-intercept is just A times Q times P. You don't need to remember that. That's just a trick if you want to do it faster. Okay. Les pause. Okay, I'm going to skip to number 6. So, same thing. You're finding the vertex, the x-intercept, the y-intercept, the stretch, and the vertex form. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Am I forgetting one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's it. Okay. Okay. So, looking at the equation, this is factored form. You can pull out the x-intercept. Okay, I'm glad I'm doing this one. Okay, so your x-intercept is the opposite of what's inside. So instead of negative 7, it's going to be positive 7, 0. And the other one is the same thing. It would be positive 7, 0. So it's redundant to write it more than once because it's only going to cross there one time. So you only have sorry, earring gets caught in my hair. Anyways, so you only have one x-intercept. That should give you a clue what the vertex is. This parabola only has one x-intercept. Okay, I'll let you marinate on that. What else can you pull out immediately from your equation? You can pull out the stretch. Remember, the stretch is just A, whatever number is in front. So your stretch is negative 5. You just copy that down. Boom. Okay. Vertex. Okay, so for your vertex, you only have one x-intercept. Okay, think about a parabola. So the last one we did had two x-intercepts. Okay, and this was the vertex. Or this is a vertex. If it only has one x-intercept, that x-intercept has to be the vertex. There's no way I can draw a parabola with just one x-intercept unless it's the vertex. Okay, so if you only have one x-intercept, then it is also your vertex. All right. If you only have one x-intercept, it's your vertex. Okay. And then let's do vertex form. Y equals, what is A? A is your stretch, -5 times x minus, so now remember this is your vertex, which is HK. Okay, y equals A, x minus 8. This is the vertex form plus k. Okay. So y minus 7 squared, and then it's plus 0. So you can write plus 0 if you want, but adding 0 doesn't do anything, so you can leave it off. So that would be it. That would be your factor, or that would be your vertex form. Y equals -5, x minus 7 squared. Cool. Les pause. Les pause. Number 7. Ha. All right. Here's number 7. 1/4 times quantity x minus 2 times x plus 10. Okay. Oh, a little bit up. There we go. So this is in factored form. Okay, so here we go. We have to pull out these things, or we have to find these things. You can't pull all of them out of the equation. So your x-intercepts you can pull out. They are the opposite of what is inside. So this is x minus 2, so that means one of your x-intercepts is +2, 0. The other one, x plus 10, -10. Okay, those are your two x-intercepts out. You can call it a stretch. I don't like the thing. It's also, this is actually a shrink. Okay, so it's 1/4. Remember, it's whatever is in front, whether it be a fraction, a decimal, or a whole number. It's whatever is in front of the parentheses. Okay, so it's 1/4. Ow. So it's 1/4. Okay. That means your parabola is going to be wider than normal because you're multiplying it all by a fraction, so it's going to be wider than normal. Okay, let's find the vertex. So your x value of your vertex is right in the middle of 2 and -10. So I like to just add them together. 2 plus -10, which is really just 2 minus 10 divided by 2. 2 minus 10, -8 divided by 2. -8 divided by 2 is -4. All right, so that's the x part of your vertex, -4. Okay. So it's the number that's right in between 2 and -10. Once you know the x value of your vertex, you can use it to find the y. So you're just going to take -4 and substitute into your equation. Let's stop using this one. Right. 1/4 times. So everywhere I see an x, I'm putting in my -4. -4, and then rewrite-2. And then There's another x. So I need another -4. -4 plus 10. Okay. -4 minus 2. Gia steals $4 from me, and Sam steals $2. So I've lost a total of $6. Guys, I'm poor. You gotta quit taking my money. All right, and then -4 plus 10. -4 plus 10 is +6. All right. 1/4. This is probably not going to work out well. Oh, yeah, actually, this will be fine. -6 times 6 is 36. Ooh, is -36. All right. Multiplying by 1/4 is the same thing as dividing by 4. By 4. You divide 36 by 4? Bummer. Okay, so you can also just multiply it out if you want to. We'll go up here. We'll just go over here. So I have 1/4 times -36. So you can throw that -36 over 1. 1 times -36 is -36 over 4. -36. Oh, yes, you can. That just -6 divided by 4 is -9. Whew! My brain is not working. That took me a while. Can you see that? Come this way. Nope. Go that way. No, come this way. There we go. Oh. There. -36 divided by 4 is -9. Okay? So multiplying by a fraction is the same thing as dividing by whatever the denominator is. So -36 divided by 4 is -9. All right. Back this way you go. So our vertex is -4, -9. All right. Now that we know our vertex and our stretch, we can write it in vertex form. So vertex form is, once again, why do I keep erasing this? I don't know. A times x minus h squared plus k. All right. So y equals, what is A? 1/4. A is your stretch. Times x minus your x value of your vertex, which is -4. So that's x minus -4, which just turns into +4. And then what is k? It's your y value of your vertex. So it's -9. Okay, so that's how you would write it in vertex form. Okie dokie, artichoke. Last thing is your y-intercept. Okay, so hopefully you have this written down. If not, you can rewind me. Okay, just need a little bit of room here, guys. A little bit of room. Okay. So to find your y-intercept, you can substitute 0 in for x. Can you see that okay? Oh, yeah, kind of. All right. So 0 minus 2, 0 plus 10. Okay. So 1/4. 0 minus 2 is -2. 0 plus 10 is just 10. And then you multiply them all together. Doesn't matter what order you multiply them in, but you have to multiply them together. So I'm going to do negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. And then negative 20 times 1/4, that's just negative 20 divided by 4, which is negative 5. So our y-intercept is x is 0, negative 5. Okay, remember the trick is just you can multiply a times your factors. So 1/4 times negative 2 times 10. Okay, you just multiply them all three together. That's exactly what we ended up doing here. Okay. There we go, we found everything. Hooray. Okay, we're going to change tracks. I'm jumping to the next part of your homework where they give you it in factored form and you need to convert to standard form. Remember, standard form is just, I'll write it over here. Oh, we've been doing little a, hold on. ax squared plus bx plus c. That's your standard form. Okay, that's your trinomial. That's your standard form of a quadratic equation. So to get there from factored form, you just FOIL everything, multiply everything. Couple things. You could either multiply these first, or you can distribute the two. But make sure you don't multiply everything by the 2. Okay, if you do the 2 first, you know what? Why? We'll do it both ways. I got time. So if you want to get rid of your 2 first, you're going to just distribute it into your first set of parentheses. So that's going to give you y equals 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 8, 16. Okay? But then you still have to multiply by this other parenthesis. So then you have that and that. Right? Now you're FOILing, which is our 2-part distribution. So I'm going to start with 2x. Ignore the 16 for a little bit. We're going to distribute the 2x. 2x times x. 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. Don't forget about your negative. All right, then we're done with the 2x. All right, so move on to the 16. Same thing, we're going to distribute the 16. 16 times x is 16x. 16 times negative 3 is negative 48. Okay? Okay. There you go. You've multiplied everything. Now, we're getting close to our standard form, right? You just have to combine your like terms. 2x squared, that's the only term that has an x squared. These are just regular x's, and this guy has nothing. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, so that's just 2x squared. Then you have negative 6x plus 16x. They both have an x, so you can combine them together. So 16 minus 6, 10x, and then your negative 48, nothing to combine him with, so just rewrite it, negative 48. And there you go. Now we're in standard form. This is your A, this is your B, this is your C. A, B, C. 2, 10, or sorry, 2, 10, negative 48. All right. I'll do uno más of those. I forgot I was going to do it both ways. So if you want to wait, just rewrite your 2, leave them out of the way, and then do this part first. So FOIL first. X times x, x squared, x times negative 3. You're done with your x. If you want, you can cross them out. Move on to your 8. 8 times x. And then 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Okay. Oh. You could go through and multiply by your 2, but I'm going to combine my like terms first. So I'm going to leave the 2 on the outside a little bit longer. So x squared negative 3x plus 8x is 5x minus 24. Okay. There. Now I'm going to distribute my 2 onto everything. So 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times 5x is 10x. And 2 times negative 24 is negative 48. Okay, so you can do it either way. You can either deal with the 2 first or deal with him last. Doesn't matter. Whew. Okay. I was going to leave the fraction one alone, but if you've made it this far into my homework help video, we can do it together. Okay. So same thing, they give you factored form, and I want you, to convert it to standard form. Standard form, factored form. Okay? So, I'm going to leave my 1/2 until the end, and then I'll throw him in there. So I'm just going to leave him out. Well, yeah. I'm going to do him last. If you want, you can distribute 1/2 first, and then go from there. But I'm going to do it last. All right. So I'm going to start with my x. I'm going to distribute it. X times x is x squared. X times 6. X times 6 is 6x. All right, we're done with the x. Boop. Move on to your negative 10. Don't forget your negative sign. Negative 10. Negative 10 times x is, negative 10x. All right. And then negative 10 times 6. Negative 60. All right. Once again, I'm going to leave my 1/2 on the outside. Not ready for him yet. I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have x squared, 6x minus 10x. They both have an x, so I can combine them together. That is negative 4x, and then negative 60. Okay, now, finally, we can deal with my 1/2. So I'm going to distribute it onto everything inside the parentheses. 1/2 times x squared is just 1/2 x squared. Okay. 1/2 times negative 4x is, what's 1/2 of negative 4? Negative 2. 1/2 times negative 60 is half of negative 60, which is negative 30. Okay? So that would be your answer in standard form. Okay, this is my A, this is my B, this is my C. Okay, whew, I'm done. Love you all. Have a good weekend.